Hey folks, how you all doing? So I thought today I would do a driving video. I've seen a few of those on the internet. Morten Astad does some, Canadian Stud Muffin, a few others, of what life's like around my area where I drive. So this is going to be like a 50-minute drive to the hospital to see the surgeon, to check my hand after surgery. But we're not. That's another video anyway. But I'm just going to show you what it's like, sort of driving to hospital, what the area's like where we are, and yeah, I'll pause it every now and then so you don't get the same stuff. But here we are. It's the middle of winter here in Australia. It's 20 degrees Celsius. Everything's green like it would be in summer in Europe. Blue skies. Going down Armadale Road to the freeway, which will get us into Perth. I'll have to tell Lynne where to turn off every now and then because I don't think she quite knows the way. She's driving. Hi Lynne. She doesn't want to talk. And Poppy's in the back in her little doggy car saying, "Hey Poppy." She's looking at me like I'm a retard or something.
You are.
Okay. Here we are, Armadale Road. It's an industrial area over this side. Lots of factories and warehouses and shops with a residential area just at the side of that. We're heading up to a town called Coburn here, one of the big shopping centres in the Perth metropolitan area. They're doing a big extension at the moment, which will include multi-storey cinemas apparently. That was what was sort of earmarked 2 or 3 years ago. Armadale Road is about 30 kilometres long. It goes from Armadale, which is inland near the foothills, and goes right through to the coast. It changes names just up here to Belia Drive. But we're heading on Kwinana Freeway shortly. So you was going to say an F word, but because it's thing, you said poop. Okay. Okay, so that's the big extension to the shopping centre there. I don't know if you can see that. You might have to zoom in with your, open up your screen a bit more. We're about to turn right onto Kwinana Freeway. So Kwinana Freeway runs from Perth City to about 45-50 miles south of Perth. It then changes names to the Forest Highway, which goes another 100 miles. But when you get to Perth City and you go over the Swan River across the Narrows Bridge, it will turn to Mitchell Freeway, which runs another 50 miles. So you basically got 200 miles of freeway that run from Bunbury, which is one of the major centres south of Perth, right through up to the end of the metro area, north. As you can see, there's a lot of bushland around. Thought anywhere in the middle of winter would have beautiful blue skies, light fluffy cotton candy clouds, and green trees. So I'll sort of pause this shortly because you don't want to see another 10 miles of just grey bitumen before we see the beautiful sights of the Canning River. See, Lynne's laughing in the background here. She doesn't get that people overseas don't understand all this, and you've got to explain it in layman's terms and
bugger off.
Whatever. So, actually, I won't pause it because I'll get belted in my sore hand if when I pause it. So I best speed limit here is 100, so we're doing 100 and that train's passing us, so
That's kilometres.
that's what it is. And that runs down from Mandurah, which is a coastal place, 50-60 kilometres south of Perth, into Perth. Middle of summer, or middle of winter I should say, and we turn the air conditioning on because it's so warm in the car. You don't get that in Europe and the US, do you folks? You do in Australia. This is a summer's day in England. 20 degrees Celsius. It's a winter's day here. For a few kilometres and I'll see you shortly. Up here on the left is Fiona Stanley Hospital. It's part of the St John of God private hospital in Murdoch. Fiona Stanley is one of the premier foremost burn surgeons in the world, and they named a hospital after her. We're heading towards Perth over at the north. Might have to change lanes or let people in.
You let them in.
I don't let people in. I've got road rage. Did I just do that stupid laugh on YouTube? Okay. That's Lynne driving. Both hands on the steering wheel at the 10-2 position.
Clutch.
Perfectly, which I don't do. I usually only use one hand because my other hand's free with the middle finger sticking up ready for people to annoy me when they annoy me, even if they don't annoy me. As you can still see, there's bushland everywhere around Perth. You get suburbs, but they all seem to be encased in areas of green, openness, bush. I guess Perth is quite good really with its environmental green aspect, isn't it? And unlike a lot of other places in the world, we don't have bridge tolls or tolls on freeways when you enter cities and stuff. It's all open and free. Excuse me. So we're just about to get to the Canning River now. Go over the Canning River. Most of what we're going to see from now on heading into Perth is going to be river scenes, I guess. This is like 11:20 in the morning, I guess. Yeah, this is about as busy as it gets outside of peak hour times. Peak hour times, your normally 4 lanes of traffic on our freeways. You get 3, and then the 4th one's usually an off ramp, and that'll pick up to 4 again shortly when the on ramp comes just past this bridge. Oh yeah.
Merge.
Well, they're supposed to give right to you, way to you. I would have swore that and stuck my finger out. Hopefully you can see some river there. Many years ago, they didn't used to have these barriers up along the side of the freeway. And in winter, in storms, you'd end up getting the high tide flapping over onto the freeway, and you'd get splashed by the salt water or brackish water. That's what you. I'm getting that lane yet. Because that one will be for Mill Point Road before it's for.
Yeah, but they'll be on. If there isn't already.
Okay. You got your seatbelt on, Poppy? Poppy's sitting in the back. She is. Good little girl. Okay. This sort of area is south of Perth, Como type way. Very expensive real estate in here because obviously it's got river views.
River next door now.
He was Dalkeith, the Netherlands. Let's over that way somewhere. Apartments overlooking the river. Yeah, just over the other side of the river is Kings Park. It's like, what's it, hundreds of acres, isn't it?
Yep.
Of a national park, which is right on the doorstep of the city. So I guess it's sort of similar to maybe, I guess you could compare it to maybe Central Park in New York, except it's not
I'm
right
going
in
to
the middle.
Mounts Bay, right?
Mounts Bay Road, yeah.
Oh, come on. Let me in.
That's the one, Mounts Bay Road. It's that building just over there, if you can see it, that used to be the old Swan Brewery in
That's
Perth.
Mill Point.
Yeah, many years ago. And they relocated to Canning Vale. It's now an apartment block. So here is pretty much the end of Kwinana Freeway.
That's the city.
Yeah. That's Perth City skyline. There's the river, Kings Park. It's not a big city like most cities in Europe or the US are. It's Perth is actually classed as the most isolated city in the world because it's so far from any other city. It's about 3,000 miles from Adelaide, I think. It's a city of steel and glass. So we're turning left here. So if we kept going on the freeway, we'd be on the Mitchell Freeway now. So apartment blocks just off here. Big real estate. Lake there. We actually have to get into that car park there if possible. But you have to turn up here.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Or you can park along the road if you can. Yes. So that's it. That's our 40-minute drive into the city to the hospital. Alright, hope you enjoyed that, folks. Stay safe, take care, all for now, catch you around, and I'm going to see a surgeon. Bye.